Welcome to the new headquarters of Cody Motorsports. I'm pretty excited for this because now I've got a designated shed, as you can see around here, where I can store all the cool stuff like this, like my race cars and my toolboxes and everything like that. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, I thought you might have already had a workshop and I thought you would have already done this ages ago. And that, in fact, is not the case at all. I've had half the race team and my project cars and everything in between. I've had that all in the back of my business and storage sheds and all that type of stuff as well. So it's about time that I get a destined place to work on all this stuff and, you know, have a bit of a hangout area and create content and heaps of content to keep you guys thrilled, because I love documenting all the stuff I do with the motorsport and the automotive world. Now, this is what I've got in detail. So it's about 8-9 meters long by about 6 meters wide. So it makes it around 40-50 square meters on the base floor here. And then I've also got this mezzanine structure that's part of the workshop as well. Let's head upstairs and see what the view is like. That was pretty cool, a nice little storage area mezzanine. Here's some furniture I've already got in already. And here's the cool bit. I can look down on all the cars and everything like that as well. The things I've got to fit in here, which if you think about it, it is quite a small workshop in workshop comparisons, you know. I've got 2 race cars, 2 Aussie racing cars. I've also got my project car, which is an EH Holden, which I'm going to document and show you guys through that story there. I've also got some other junk cars like Commodore wagons and stuff like that I'm building into a bit of a fun drifty racy stripe product as well. And I've got a trailer and a few other things. So how am I going to fit it in to all this area? Well, that's where the planning came into it. So under the stairs here, so this is like the stair area here, which is around here. This is where I'm going to fit one of the race cars. So the old Commodore race car that I've got is going to fit into that area there, Aussie race cars. And you might think there's no way it will fit. It does fit. I've tried it and I'll show you a video shortly of me trying to square in that car there, especially with these stands here. If you get them, these are our wheelie stands that we use. You put the car on top of those stands and you can push it right into that area. It can sit there, it can be forgotten about, you can build stuff around it and go from there. Now up the back here, we've got toolboxes. So what I'm gonna do is, as you can see there's one toolbox. I'm gonna put them on caster wheels like that so we can pull it in and out. So I've got one toolbox there. I'm gonna have another toolbox that sits in there. Still gonna give me enough space to put the race car in there. So that's the technical way of doing it. Then I'll build a bench that goes over the top of it so they can sit up there and be stored in all there. This area here, which is the area that we're sitting in, is going to be the secret of how we fit 2 cars in here. That's where the hoist is going to go. So I'm going to get a hoist come in here. I'm going to paint the floor or do a few things with the floor, put a hoist in. And what I can do there with the hoist is I can sit, say, the EH Holden up on the hoist, and I can pull the front end out of it and the back end out of it and all that type of stuff, send it away, get repaired, do all that type of stuff. And then I can store a car underneath it. So as you can see, I'll have 1, 2, 3. There's 3 cars in this small area. And then underneath this mezzanine, using those roller stands again, that's where this car is gonna sit, my current Aussie racing car, as we've got here. And that's gonna sit long ways or width ways or whatever you want to do it there. So that's going to push up and turn around into the back there. It's still going to give me plenty of space to work on it. Yes, it's going to be tight, but when I need to do anything major with this, I can just turn around, put it under the hoist area here. So if you can kind of see, it's a bit hard to describe. I can go under the hoist and then I can work on it there. I can also, if I want with the other cars, I'm going to build a dolly system so I can put the car bodies onto that dolly and then wheel it out, because I've got the benefit here of 2 car spots out the front as well. So more cars can sit out there and everything. It's going to be tight, it's going to be a bit crazy, but we'll make it happen. So that is how I'm going to shape out this area. I'm thinking about what to do in this area here. See, I wouldn't mind building a like a racking system that I can put the Aussie race cars on top of each other. That might be an engineering disaster, so I'll come back to that one there. Now let's have a look at what I'm going to do up on top. So these drawings are actually back to front because I traced them off the back of the other plan that I had there, planned everything out, and then realized it's all back to front, so I just had to kind of deal with it. But we've got that little walkway area there, if you can see that. Oh, that's a bit better. And then we've got this area here. Now, what I wanted to do, I didn't want to just dump a heap of stuff up here like bonnets and old tools and all that type of stuff. I wanted to make this space usable. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going to build, because I've got the height, a mezzanine floor, a small one here using pallet racking. I'm then going to put a floor up here, and then all the stuff that I never use but I want to keep, that I'm a hoarder for, is going to go on top here. We can put a bit of a ladder system, you know, up the side there that I can take off and move on. But this area here then becomes a bit of a lounge room, a bit of a relaxation room, and I'm going to fit it out and put some flooring down now for it, and I'm going to put all furniture here. I was even thinking of cool furniture ideas I can put up here. Here's an idea. I picked up this seat for free from a Volkswagen Transporter, and it's a pretty cozy little seat, if I must say. It doesn't tip over or anything. See if I can... Look at that. That's awesome. I think that's an awesome bit of furniture for the car theme of it. So yeah, everything's going to be car themed, and I'm going to put some pretty cool stuff in that corner. I'm looking at old racing arcade games. I've got a heap of memorabilia that I want to stick up on the wall and everything like that. So there you have it. That's me planning out the project and planning out the workshop, and I'm going to take you guys on that journey to show you how I do it. So anyone that's interested in garage builds, anyone that's interested in car culture, building cars, racing cars, just being around cars, I'm your guy. I'm going to be the one that show you through what's going on. Stay posted for the next video where we're going to start doing the flooring. That's the first project we've got here before we move anything else in. Thanks, guys.